Have you guys ever thought about putting out a water system for your garden? Or do you already perhaps maybe have a watering system for your garden? If you do, what do you guys use? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with my watering system today. Hey everybody, Doug the CrocGardener here. Hey, I am going to go over what I am going to put in this spring for my watering system. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do this, what I am doing, what equipment I'm using and everything else. And then I'm going to tell you why I chose this equipment. I'm going to tell you if I have any, what I perceive as my limitations or my fallbacks of doing what I'm doing. Yes, I know already I got some preconceived fallbacks, but we'll go over those here in a little bit. First off, start of the show is I got 5 of these guys. These WTOO Watu sprinkler soaker hoses. These are 75 feet. I got these guys for about 30 bucks. So I got essentially 5 beds here that are going to be well over 75 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, they're not quite 75 feet, but I figure I could kind of curve them in and out. Yes, I'll be watering the walkways a little bit, but that's okay. But I think these guys will work out real well for me this year. Why am I doing this? Well, one, it gets to be a real pain in the butt and come in July, August, whenever I'm out here in the heat trying to water, and it's obviously, I mean, it's even just hard to keep up. So that's the main reason why I'm doing this. Just trying to keep up with things, trying to keep up the watering, make life easier on me. Won't have to be using my ancient whole field watering cans. I still may use them for doing some nitrogen applications and stuff like that. I do like using that fish emulsion oil. I'm going to be doing that so I could save myself time from lugging the cans back and forth out here. I'll also save myself some time if sometimes I just come out here and spray. Sometimes in the past I just did set up a sprinkler, but that sprinkler was one of those ones that kind of fanned back and forth, and I feel like there was a lot of wasted water. These guys I feel like are going to be a little bit better about keeping the water in a tighter area and keep it to get that soil drenched right where I need it. So I feel like I'm going to be in a lot better shape with that. The whole point of this is to be able to take one task, automate it a little bit, so I can spend other time doing harvesting, preparing food for the winter, to be weeding, to be pruning, different things to better take care of my plants. So that's the main reason why I'm doing this. So what am I doing? Like I said, start of the show here is the Watu sprinkler hose. I got 75 feet. I got 5 of these guys. It cost me pretty much 30 bucks. So I am out 150 bucks. I do have another little piece that I got that is going to be used to connect them up together. I also have my old hose that I've been using to water the garden with that stretches all the way from the house. So the plan is to set this guy up and have the main connect right here in the middle of the garden, and then I'm going to run one hose out, and then from that connect I can run another hose, another hose, another hose. Okay. Also, I bought a little manifold that's got some on-off switches, and essentially it's a splitter. So I can take this guy and easily turn these guys on and off, screw this maybe into the bed, and then I'll have my hoses go out. The main hose comes in here. So I could just be watering one bed at a time as I need to. So yeah, this guy's gonna be invaluable. I know there's only 4 of them on here, but I'll probably just have a quick disconnect with that hose and then be able to plug her in and go. So we'll set all these up tomorrow. I'll show you how I'm exactly going to do that. So these guys also come with stakes. You can pin these down so you can make curves and stuff with them. Last year I got these and I thought, man, I'm going to use these to water in the summertime. I found out real quick that I could not do that in the summertime because my plants were too big. I couldn't get them weaved through the plants without killing a bunch of plants. So this year I got to do a massive cleanup, and we're going to go through and we're going to lay these down before my plants get real big. There's 2 ways you can do these guys with laying these guys down. You can lay them down. They got water that comes up from one side of it, the little dimples in the hose. You can either have the hoses go up and they'll kind of fan out over the bed, or you can put them down and it'll just soak the bed. Right now I'm just going to try them and fan them up and put them up so that I get real good bed coverage. So you might ask, why did I choose this over maybe getting a drip irrigation system put into my garden? Well, one, simplicity. Sometimes it's just best to keep it simple. I found that these guys, I should be able to lay them in there, be able to winterize these guys just as simple by just taking them out and throwing them in the garage after I drain them out. Just a simple setup's all I really need right now. I don't need a bunch of connectors other than what I got here. I don't need a bunch of little angles and little connectors and little drip valves and all those other things that could possibly go wrong. I don't want to spend the time on that. I don't want to spend time troubleshooting that stuff. I just want to have something that works and something that will just continue to produce the water that I need it to produce. I also don't need anything that's automatic. If I need it automatic, I can go up there and I can set a timer for it if I really need to. I got a couple timers that will turn that water on and off up there at the house. What limitations do I potentially see with this? So yes, I told you that this is not going to be a perfect, simple solution. It's going to be a simple solution. It's not going to be a perfect solution by any means. I feel like I'm going to get some where I'm going to have the sprinkling going out. I feel like I'm going to have some branches that are going to cover it and prevent the water from going to spots. So I feel like every once in a while I will have to come out and occasionally water the spots that I have problems with. Sure beats bringing out maybe 2-3 watering cans than it does to bring out 15. That's going to make a huge difference there. Limitations also are I can't fertilize through this thing. Those pinholes are going to be too small. I probably won't be able to fertilize through a drip irrigation one anyways, without some type of filter or something like along the lines of that. So I wouldn't be able to fertilize with them. So I am also know from my little experiment last year that I just can't connect up all 5 of them at once. Matter of fact, the hoses are so long and my water pressure from back from the house is so bad because it's got to go all the way out here. I just can't simply connect 2 of these up. So I'm just going to have, the plan was initially to have all 5 of them connected up, voila, done watering. I'm going to have one of them going at a time. So that's going to be also another limitation. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of legwork in here, but while I'm watering, I can go set a timer, let it water, go do something, set another timer, let it water, go do something, and so forth, and just continue. I think that'll be my best method through the madness. Another limitation is I do have to wheel my hose in and out to be able to do this. It's kind of eyesore on the lawn. That is what it is. If you're a gardener, you really don't care, but there are other people that do care. So I will be wheeling that hose probably back and forth. I can't run it over with the lawnmower, so I will have to do that whenever I mow my lawn. So that's going to be another limitation that it's going to cause a little bit of work, but that's not going to be bad. Even if I did have a drip irrigation, I wouldn't have water out here right now anyways. One of these days, right over here is going to be a nice, decent shed. I'll have water running through there, so I won't have to worry about the hose. The other question I have for myself is, until I get these fully laid out where I want them, will I have enough to cover all the beds that I want to cover? So we'll see. Time will only tell on that. So if you guys want to stay tuned to see how well this works, I will definitely have another follow-up video on this and tell you guys after I get this done and after I get it tested, and probably in August when it's heat is coming down and we got no rain, I'll really tell you tried and true on how this works. So if you want to see how this works, give me that thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below. You'll get an update in the future. I promise you that. I've been pretty decent about keeping up those promises. So click that subscribe button. Leave me down a comment down below. What do you guys do for your watering systems? I'm very curious on if there was something better out there that I could have done, but I think this is for 150 bucks for this. I can try this for a few years and we'll go from there. I think it'll be a fantastic idea for me. So cheers everybody and God bless.